Yeah, I used to be a skeptic on the issue of comparative migration studies and whether there was a lot to learn, but I've had the opportunity to spend time in Ireland, in Brussels, in London. I was at the on Migration conference which I found inspiring and stimulating. And I think it's because even though our systems are different, our cultures are different, and it seems like the debate therefore should be different, the dynamics are eerily similar in most places. It's really about who is an us and who is the other, and whether the us is going to transcend its tribalism to include the other. And where that's happening is in cities, in Europe. I think UK and Ireland have done a pretty good job on it, even though their populations are now very frustrated, especially during the recession that we're suffering through. I think Canada, to be honest, arguably has the best and most advanced immigration system and integration set of practices in the country, so we often look to Canada for better ideas. The U.S. does some things well and some things terribly, but I think what we're seeing is that migration in an age of globalization is becoming the kind of globalization from below that's challenging the sort of powers that be and who say, wait a minute, we want to control this. It's not so easy to control when there's such inequality in the world and people are driven in the search for opportunity and security to Western industrialized countries. So I think we're at the beginning of an era in which cities in Europe and North America will work more closely together, and hopefully their nations will work together, not just on how do we repress immigrants, but how do we integrate immigrants, how do we accept immigrants. Of course it has to be done in an orderly fashion. No one disputes that. But one of the reasons it's not done in an orderly fashion is that we don't have modernized 21st century flexible systems. So we're at the beginning of the debate in many of these places. It seems like an old debate, but I think it's really a new debate in its new form. And it's really great to see that Europe is now part of this mix, because I think they're going to be able to provide some real interesting examples of how to do it right, not only how to do it wrong.